We know today is a big day for cannabis, but it's still important to know what's legal, what's not, and what still has to be figured out. But first, how did we get here? The chronicles of cannabis in Minnesota is tumultuous at best. From the state legislature outlawing the plant in 1939, calling it a public nuisance, to the legalization of medical marijuana 75 years later. Since then, efforts to fully legalize cannabis were defeated time and time again. That is, until earlier this summer, when Governor Walz officially signed the cannabis bill into law, a measure making Minnesota the 23rd state in the nation to legalize recreational cannabis.
I'm proud of the work that was done here. This seems like a long journey.
So what do you need to know? August 1st is the first big date on the cannabis calendar.
It is the first day of full legalization and the decriminalization of cannabis. So people will be able to possess and consume cannabis without any legal penalty.
Adults 21 and older are now allowed to possess up to 2 ounces of cannabis, but you won't be able to buy it legally for a while. Generally speaking, you won't be able to find any retail dispensaries outside of tribal land until the year 2025. But you can start growing your own cannabis, up to 8 plants. Seed sales are also now legal, with the state issuing at least 26 permits to label cannabis seeds for sale. And under the new law, employers generally won't be allowed to drug test employees for cannabis. But there are some exceptions for safety-sensitive positions, like peace officers, firefighters, and those who work with children. Where can you legally consume cannabis? Well, smoking in your home is okay unless the property owner doesn't allow it. Smoking in your car is not allowed, whether you're the passenger or not, and should be handled similarly to alcohol in terms of open container laws. Cannabis is also not allowed at schools, the airport, or national parks.
It is a choice to consume cannabis, and if you do so, you can do so in your home. You can do so in certain public places unless a local government has developed some ordinances or policies that restrict that.
In fact, many cities and towns are still trying to sort out their own rules for public consumption. In the meantime, the low-dose hemp-derived THC products like gummies and drinks, which have been on the shelves for more than a year, continue to be legal and sold throughout the state.
So really for the next year, this low-dose market continues to be what will be legal in Minnesota.
But low-dose products are now subject to new regulations and testing requirements to help improve safety for all consumers. So what's next?
Our goal is to create a safe, reliable, and accessible market.
When it comes to recreational marijuana, there's still a lot of bureaucratic work to be done, including months of rulemaking. And before that, the state needs to hire a permanent director for Minnesota's brand new Office of Cannabis Management.
Somebody who can navigate state government and be nimble and quick and get this up and running as soon as feasibly possible.
Now, the governor expects to select that new director as early as this September. It is a key appointment that will be in charge of getting this new industry off the ground, with the retail sales expected to begin as early as the year 2025.